welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome as well. Hey boo, miss you. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can get notified every time that I post, whenever that might be. Just trying to create new content for you, like I'm saying. So incorporate some things that I like to add to it. Hopefully you like it, or other people like it, or whoever likes it. Just so I can get more out to you and stop being the most inconsistent channel on YouTube. So today, I decided to attempt to see how this little series would go as far as dinner and a movie. Basically, I love mukbangs and I love weird movies. So what I want to do is come to you once a week with a mukbang. Maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. We'll see, we'll see. Don't hold me to it, okay? So basically, I'm going to run you through the movie in my own words. And then we're going to have something to eat. So basically, y'all my day as far as we're concerned at this point. So deal with my sadness. So today, the infamous seafood boil. There is a local place in my area called crab and shrimp boil or something. I don't know. Half of y'all don't even live in this area. But I'll put them down below because they are pretty bomb. And basically what I have, it's gonna be hard to see because I'm not a real mukbanger. So I don't got the setup like everything else. But we got some snow crab. We got some shrimps. It's a bunch of sausage in here. I'm gonna eat this. Some corn. And some nice healthy potatoes. So that's what we have today to eat. Along with, they be giving you, excuse me, they be giving you butter or whatever. Yes, I'm gonna use a fork for most of that. I'm probably gonna put on some gloves. I'm gonna try to, because these nails, honey, my bad. A little butter. I had to put some seasoning in it because sometimes the butter just be like raw ass butter. And then we also have some lemons. Go ahead and open those up. And then to drink, one of my favorite drinks is aloe pomegranate. And I'm not going to be a savage today. I'm going to actually pour it into a glass. Oh, sorry. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it was popping everywhere. But I've been filming. My last video I filmed in 4K, but I didn't upload it in 4K, so it still came in 360p. So it was quite disappointing because it looks so amazing. So hopefully I can get this uploaded there, and y'all have to look at all dusty crime season photos. Anyways, one moment. Amen. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna eat during this, and hopefully I'm not gonna make it too long. So on the title, as you can see, I watched this movie. It is called Rattlesnake. It's on Netflix. I'm not sure. This what man, come on, man. We're gonna try one more. We're gonna try one more, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna rip through that too, because these are kind of thin. And I got long nails, so we're gonna see. I didn't even rip it through my nails. It was on my hand part. We're gonna see if these gonna work out for us. And if they don't, then I'm just gonna have to be gross, okay? Anyways, so the movie's called Rattlesnake. It is on Netflix. I'm not 100% if it's a Netflix original. I think it is. Don't quote me. I'll put it down in, the description bar for sure, because I probably should have found that out. But anyways. So, just to kind of set the scene for the movie in general, let's just get some food. Dang, this is a big potato. I can't eat all at once. This is why I have a fork. Let me tell you, this little sauce they put inside of here, you see it? Oh, that sauce is better than the butter to me. Oh, so bomb. It's amazing. That's usually what I dip everything out. Let's have one of these shrimp. Oh, I got a little bag right here. I have a thing about stuff being on my hands, so I just gotta remember I have on gloves. And it won't hurt me. Anyways, The shrimp do have the heads on them, but we're gonna twist those heads off. I ain't checking no shrimp head because they basically just roaches for the sea. We're gonna get it out the shell and get one of these going, okay? Before we get started on this movie, because hopefully it's not too long when I'm describing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be up to y'all if y'all wanna watch it, okay? But I do wanna pose this question. Answer the question in the comment box before, if you can, before you listen to the whole story, because I just want to know personally how you feel about the situation in itself. And yes, my homegirl's like, you gonna do a mukbang and you got that white t-shirt on? I'm living dangerously, so if I end up with a if I end up with a napkin in my chest by the end of the night, not the end of the night, but you know, the end of this, don't judge me. Or if my shirt is dirty, don't judge me. I committed to the shirt. I just wasn't going to do the most. I wanted to be comfortable. That's what this is about. Anyways. It's so bomb. Like, so bomb. Okay. We're going to eat just a little bit. Get a couple of these sausage. And then we'll get into the story, or the movie, in other words. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm pretty strong because I just broke this plastic fork. So I look in. I heard it snap. It's gonna come off in a minute. I'll be looking real ghetto. But whatever. We eating. It's just us. We family. Gang, gang. Okay? We need a name too. You know, all the other real YouTubers be having names for their squad, they gang, they girls, they guys, they people, they supporters, their subscribers. I like mi familia better than just calling our subscribers, because I try to speak. If you speak to me, I try to speak back. Sometimes, I ain't gonna say sometimes, a lot of times people speak to me in other languages. I can't respond to that. What? Oh. Oh, I know what that was. Anyways, because I can't speak another language. So, I mean, if you understand me and you can do a translation, I would gladly respond to you as well. Bro, whatevs. Anyway, so, I'm so greedy. I've been waiting to eat this with y'all. Anyways, so, if you're a mother, father, parent, let's just make it real bland. A parent, what would you do? Would you, let me phrase it like this. Would you do just about anything to save your child's life? And when I say anything, I mean murder included. Do you think it would be okay, or you would be able to kill someone to make sure that your son or daughter would live? Comment that below before we listen to the story, and then afterwards, I want you to answer the same question again and see. You know, just see, even if you don't put it down below, just ask yourself that question and see if your perception changes. Of course, this is not a true story. This is definitely fiction. And like I said, I like weird ones. So, boom. And I'm going to tell it by me. Anyways, so, movie starts out, like I said, I already said it's Rattlesnake, right? So the movie starts out with a mother and her daughter. The mom's name is Katrina, and the daughter's name is Clara. So it comes out, they're on a road trip or whatever. They play on a little alphabet game, which I don't even know how they play these games like that, because they in the middle of nowhere. And the premise of the game is to be like, she goes to the alphabet with her daughter, and, you know, A, if you see some armadillo or some shit like that, you know? and go from there. But they're in the middle of nowhere, but obviously it's working for them, so whatever. Keeps your child entertained, but that's just me. So they just ride along on this road trip. We don't know where they going. We just know it's them. Her daughter falls asleep. She up here listening to these self-help tape. Hold up, y'all. Oh. Okay. So she up here listening to these self-help tapes, and that lets you know. I mean, it kind of foreshadows like, okay, maybe it's something going on with the husband, this, that, and the other. This is just what I'm thinking. Anyway, so she just listening away. They're just riding, clearing the back seat, boom, boom, boom. And let me go back. So they just riding. They pull over to get gas or whatever. And Clara is talking about like the scratch she has on her knee or whatever. Because Clara bad. And long story short, Clara thought somebody, and Clara's daughter, if we ain't got that yet. Clara thought somebody was talking about her. She was looking at her funny. So she threw chalk at the girl, and the girl pushed her down, and she skinned her knee. So her mom was telling her not to pick the scab. And she's like, she tells her mom the girl deserves to be hit with the chalk. And her mom's trying to explain to her, you never supposed to hurt anyone. It was just like, this is kind of like, that's kind of an important phrase, I feel, you know. You're never supposed to hurt anyone. So they get back in the car, they're riding. Claire falls asleep or whatever. Next thing you know, boom. They get a flat tire. Okay, fast forward. In the middle of nowhere. First of all, where you going? But they ain't none of my business. I just went drive down that road. Anyways, they get a flat tire. They pull over on the side of the road. So the mom's trying to see what she can do to, you know, fix the tire. Now, Clara, with her badass, she goes to run around and playing and this, that, and the other. Next thing you know, you hear Clara screaming. Girl, boy, y'all. Clara, because her ass didn't know how to stay by the car, she out here in the grass, she gets bit by a rattlesnake. So, you know, mama instinct, boom, 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 woo, woo, woo. I'm running over there. I'm coming to get my baby. Excuse me real quick, y'all. This shit get hot and your nose gets running. Anyways. So, you know, mom instinct, dad instinct, no discrimination, parent instinct. Excuse me. She runs over there, grabs Claire, whatever. She's crying. You can see these two big giant rattlesnake. That was a big rattlesnake too, because they showed it. You know, holes in her leg or whatever. So, you know, mom, you okay? This, that, and the other. Next thing you know, boom, Claire passes out. Mom goes to run back to the car. Now, remember, the tire's flat, so where's she going? So, you know, it's just panic mode right now. So she happened to turn. When she turns around to the car, she sees this little trailer over here. Now, I don't remember seeing the trailer when they was first over here, but like I said, you in survival mode at this point. So it's just like, okay, let me see if these people can give me some help before I sit up here and let my baby just sit in this car while I try to change this tire and get it taken care of. So boom. She's like, F this. She runs over to this trailer. She's just walking these people's house too. Like, girl, you didn't even know. This is the middle of nowhere. First of all, anybody that live out here has to be crazy or something. Not even necessarily crazy, but you need to watch out for them because maybe they ain't been around people in a long time. But whatever. So she goes straight up. I know what, this shirt gonna be a mess. She goes straight up in this house. You know, screaming in the house, help, help, help. But I mean, I feel it. It's survival mode. We parents, if you a parent, if you're not, you might be a sibling or something. Your family, you love your family. You're going to do what you need to do to protect them, right? She go in here. She don't see nobody. She looking around. She getting even more panicky because she's like, okay, maybe she's just looking around for a first aid kit or something like that, right? So next thing you know, she goes and looks, and it's a trailer, so you know, but they still kind of narrow. So she looks down, it's this lady in the shadows or whatever, and she walks up, this white lady, and she's an older white lady. She looked a little weird. And she tells her, she was like, can you please help me? I'm sorry for bothering your house, blah, blah, blah. Can you help me? My daughter got bit by a rattlesnake. So the lady tells her, lucky for her, oh man, lucky for her, she dealt with a lot of rattlesnake bites, right? Then she proceeds to tell Katrina, that's the mama, go ahead, it's a hospital up the street or something like that, right? About such and such amount of miles up the street. So I was kind of tripping because I was like, is she telling her she ain't gonna help her? Because I thought she said she had experience, because she ain't about to make it, she ain't about to fix no tire and make it to no hospital, basically. It's just not gonna happen. So she tells her, she basically takes her daughter from her, tells her she needs to hurry up and go fix her tire. Now pause. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know. I don't know in this situation, right? And we having a discussion. I wish this was live, but I don't really do live anyway. But anyways, so I don't know if I would just leave. She looked like, she looked shady. I'm sorry. She looked shady to an extent. And that just might be me biased. She just might be, you know what I'm saying, a mountain woman. I don't know. I shouldn't be like that. I don't know any mountain women. They probably nice. She probably know her a lot. Fuck him. Anyways, excuse me. F it. So, she goes out there and fixes the tire. Quick, too. I'm going to tell you, she fixed that tire like a boss. Hello, ladies. If you don't know how to fix your tire, don't wait for nobody to come. She might be straight in the middle of nowhere with your daughter dying. You got to do it. So, she fixes the tire. Runs back to the lady. She go in there. Claire don't look there like she was looking before, because I left out a little part, but she told the lady she was turning blue or whatever. Blue? Claire gets dead. That's what I'm thinking. So, and that cup gonna be filthy anyways. So when she gets back in there, we don't see the lady, but she runs straight to Claire. Actually, okay, she wakes right up. She ain't blue. She looking real healthy. She look tired, but she looking real healthy. Her mom gonna pull out her little pants leg or whatever. She don't even got no rattlesnake bite. Where does rattlesnake bite at? Okay? Flag number 1. I know that's when it's gonna get good, right? Okay. So she gets Clara, gets back to the car, whatever. I'm so bad at that. When she, and remember this, because, I mean, I'm trying to get the story right, but I ain't write it, so y'all just got to bear with me. Anyway, right when she took her daughter in the beginning and told her to go fix that tire or whatever, she gonna mumble on her breath, we gonna discuss the payment later. She said payment, but you know, you in survival mode, your baby is sick, you gonna pay whatever, pay what you weigh. Anyway, so let's fast forward back to where we were at. She gets Claire, takes her to the doctor. Basically, she's trying to tell the doctor what happened, which, first of all, you sound ridiculous. But, you know, they up here thinking she's just stressed out or whatever. Because she's basically going, excuse me. She telling this doctor all this stuff, knowing she sound crazy as hell. So the doctor checks her out and tell her she need to get some rest. Because Claire just probably dehydrated, long ride with, well, you know, that scientific stuff. Because it's some supernatural mess. Oof. Girl, I'm going to take a shower after that. Anyway. So this is some supernatural stuff. So you really can't even be mad at the doctor, who's basically a scientist, if he can't fathom what you're talking about. Ain't like you went to a witch doctor, so... She's just like, okay, but maybe I'm tripping. Excuse me. Maybe I'm tripping. So, she goes back to, she goes back in there with Clara. So she's sitting there, Claire's asleep this whole time. She's just sitting there, boom, all of a sudden, catch this black man standing in here. Talking about it was a close one. Basically, man, y'all. Okay. So, black man pops up in here. She's not even really paying attention. Because, you know, everybody think they safe in the hospital. Think that if you want to. Shit. Anyway. So, he come in there basically telling her, like, talking to her like he just know them. Like, they grew up together or something, right? Talking about that was a close one. Now, he was here. Now, he was here to discuss her payment, right? Because remember, I'm going to go. I got you back up and said that lady said, I'll get with you, excuse me. I'll get with you later to discuss your payment. Right? So here it goes. That time. Who this baby man? I have no earthly idea. But that's who they said, honey. Oh, that sound greedy. He done appeared out of thin air. So boom. She's like kind of giggling it off. And he was like, what was done for your daughter is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to run them coins. Okay? She's still not grasping the concept that if this dude, whoever he is talking about something nobody else saw but you, this lady, and of course your daughter, right? He gotta be someone. So, without sparing you all the unnecessary details, basically, he tells her that her price is because they spared her daughter's soul, she has to give them someone else's soul. Because technically, the daughter was supposed to die. She would have died from that rattlesnake bite had that lady not dead. Whatever she did, her voodoo mojo, whatever, none of my business, but she did something, right? Her daughter would have been dead. So basically, it was, I'm sorry about my dirty shirt, y'all. I'll fix it in a minute. Anyway, so what was I saying? I'm tripping. Okay, yeah. So she basically would have died. So the guy told him that she had to basically kill somebody else. They need a soul in the place of her daughters. Still, she ain't getting the concept that this man not playing with her. So she's like, what? Next thing you know, he tells her if she don't have somebody else's soul on the platter and the next by sunset, sorry. If she don't have somebody else's head on the platter by sunset, her daughter's gonna die a slow, miserable death because basically what they took from her, the rattlesnake bite and the poisoning, they gonna give it right back to her. Do you know that man gonna turn that switch on so quick that little girl looked like she was dying right then and there? Mom was freaking out. She went all crazy and stuff. And she hitting alarm bells for the nurses, this, that, the other. She running out there in the hallway trying to get somebody to save her daughter. She comes back in with the nurse. They're like, what? What's going on? What's wrong? She looks back at her daughter. Her daughter's fine. Because basically he just was giving her a taste to let her know it's not a joke. It's not a game. So she started freaking out, of course, but she can't let people think she's crazy, girl. You know, that people call CPS on you, girl. Is it called CPS anyway? But you know what I'm talking about when they come get your kids. And she wasn't about to do all that crazy stuff for too long. I know what she's talking about. Anyway. Is that pepper? It was, but I ain't know. Anyway. So. Let's get rid of these shrimp. Okay. So basically after that, she started believing it. So she leaves the hospital. Well, she was, so she kind of believing it. So she kind of freaking out a little bit. So it's this one part where it kind of flashed to, and she like getting some coffee or some water or something in the hospital. You know that little cubby hole they be having where you can get stuff when you're there with a family member or whatever, if you ever been. But she's over there, and she gonna look in these people's room with her nosy self, and this girl's all kind of crying because her dad is dying or whatnot. And she just staring all in these people's face. That lady look at her dad in her eyes. I was like, girl, mind your business. But anyways, so she was a little embarrassed by that. So anyways, she leaves. We're gonna fast forward again. She leaves to like go. She tells him basically that she needs to go get a hotel, and they're like, because she's starting to believe him. So they're like, okay, you know, take care of your business. Da 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 da. So now she kind of panicking because she like, I really gotta kill somebody at this point. So she tries to go back to that same spot where they had broke down at, basically, because she was looking for this lady in his trailer. So, you know, of course the trailer's not there. And as she out there just on the floor like a crazy person, what you on the sand in the dirt for? Like, that was going to make that thing come back. But I think she's just tripping, so who am I to judge? Anyways, so, trying to get this together so we can get into it. I'm really gonna tuck. I think I look so dirty right now. I look dirty. Should I change my shirt to be dirty? No, I'm not. I just look greedy as hell. Anyway, so, where was that? Okay. So she out here in this field, tripping. And you know, this 18-wheeler pulls out. Dude jumps off. She like, oh, God. Basically, she don't want nobody in her business. So he jumps up. She's like, no, I'm okay. This dude done pull a damn crowbar out his back. And he running up on her. And you know what she do? Fall down her back. Next thing you know, she looking at this dude, this trucker. It looked like he got shot through his eye, his chest, and in his chest twice. So clearly this is a go. So I'm like, what is, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. What is happening? Okay? She basically do the, you know, the infamous close your eye thing because you're terrified. Boom. Open her eyes. He gone. He ain't nowhere to be found. Truck gone. Everything gone. So, now she really thinks she's losing her damn mind. But she knows it's there. She gets out of there. Thank God. Gets in her car. And then she start Google searching, I guess, for like murders and things like that. The dude that was there with his eye shot out and everything, he was a trucker. He was in the news. He was already dead. Boom, a ghost. Then she look up another one again. That black man got murdered. Boom, dead. Okay, so these are people that got murdered. Keep that in mind. Anyways, so she like, oh no, I gotta. This is getting way too real. So she goes back to the hospital. And remember when I said earlier she was being nosy all up in the people's business when she was in there with her daddy that was dying? So she goes to befriend this lady, right? Basically. Oh, man, I hate when I do that. Give me 1 second, y'all. She in the hospital. She goes to the cafeteria because she about to go kiki up in this lady's face. Who she was already staring at her daddy dying. Like, they couldn't even have a moment of peace. Like, this lady want to be your BFF, girl. Absolutely not. But she sees her talk to her doctor. Doctor walks away. She done slid up. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I was being all nosy with my nosy ass. Woo-dee-woo. And lady offers the seat to sit down. So, I'm kind of knowing what's about to pop out. Beginning, I'm like, okay, maybe you seem crazy like that. But anyways, if y'all think, y'all know, you know what I'm saying. Y'all know that. Anyways. So, she, the lady invites her to sit down. And she basically, they kind of catch up and stuff. Tell her about her daughter. Whoop, tell her she's good. I hope her daughter's doing fine. You know, she got to get back. So, Katrina, you know, that's the mom. She basically tells the lady, you know, my daughter's knocked out, which she is. I was hoping, you know, I could just keep you company. And she's like, with my dad, you know? And she's like, yeah. So it's good to have some people console you. It didn't look like she had much. Her family, maybe her husband or her brother or something was here, but her other family came in. And that's the lady whose dad was dying. So I get it. You know, it's a lonely time. It's good to have companionship. Sorry, that was a text message, y'all. Ignore it. Anyway, so, okay, so she goes with this lady to her room, her dad's room, and she's sitting there with her talking. The lady gets a phone call. Boom. It's her family. And she's like, oh, I got to get out, you know, to basically help them get here. Because her sister got lost in the hospital because obviously she can't read directory. But like I said, that's none of my business. Fire. Anyways. So, hopefully I don't get that off. Yeah. I'll be trying to get all the crap out. So, the lady says that she about to go, you know, get her family because they lost, they can't find a room. And Katrina says, oh, okay, well, let me get on out of here. So, oh, girl leave. Katrina don't leave. She just act like she's leaving. Can you think of what she about to do next? Man, that lady daddy in there, she grabbed a pillow. She's gonna suffocate the daddy, right? But I'm like, not that I'm condoning it, but this is definitely fiction, so don't nobody come for me, okay? Okay, if you have to do this for your daughter's life and you really sacrifice, why not do it to someone who basically is a vegetable? But, one second, sorry, that plastic fork was giving me grief, so. But, like I was saying, I could get her logic. She's not a murderer, you know. She's just doing what she got to do. She's freaking out, so he's about to die anyway. Let me just move that along, and maybe it won't be so bad. I doubt it, but, you know, I get it. She get the pillow. You think she did it? No. She just, she kind of freaked out. Ran into the bathroom with the pillow. Basically hid in there because she started hearing somebody coming. So, boom. After she didn't tell this lady she was leaving, she waited a second, listened to the door come out, and got to stare that lady and her family dead in the face. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Anyway, so boom. She missed that opportunity. It's done. She just left. Walked out. My condolences for real now, you know? So, she slides to her daughter's room. But she knows she missed this opportunity. So, oh man, did I mess it up? Yeah. Anyways, so Katrina like, okay, somebody gotta die, basically. So, next thing you know, you see her, she at a gun shop, she's trying to buy a gun in Texas. Hello, great state. And, so, the man about to sell it to her and everything. Next thing you know, she don't got no Texas ID, so he basically sell it to her. She give this man this whole spiel about her daughter got attacked, told the man the daughter was in the hospital. So the man, he said, I can't do nothing for you. Let me hook you up with my homeboy Charlie, okay? So basically, she about to go buy probably some illegal stolen guns. But, I mean, she about to do something illegal, right? Anyway, she go to Charlie play. He let her in. You know, I'm trying to spell you all the details because I'm going into way too many details unnecessarily because it's not even important to the story. So, bear with me. So, she go to Charlie's. Charlie's super weird. He gonna say he need to pat her down. And it be so crazy during this movie because it's like so many different people that you just like, she probably could have killed him and no one would have missed him. He was quite the pervert. He act like he didn't want her to leave. She done gave him his money in cash. Okay, he's still procrastinating, talking about he's trying to make her some tea, but this don't even matter with the story, but he was just creepy. So, he about to sell her a gun, he give her everything, charge her more for the ammunition. Tell her before she leave, because he kind of grabs her hand. Who is it who you trying to go kill, basically? She ain't fooling him. And she's like, what are you talking about? He was like, whoever it is, you better make sure they deserve it before you do anything like that. And that kind of resonates. So I felt like that was important. Okay? So basically, she leaves out here. She gets another flashback where she's sitting up here trying to figure it out. And it's basically this little boy they come up. Come to find out, little boy goes, he go all crazy and stuff. He done came up missing. I'm starting to believe, okay, maybe these are people that, I don't know if I said this earlier, maybe these are people that was, they died because the person didn't get a soul for them, or they were the soul that was taken. That's what it seems like every time she gets a reminder that her time is running out. And then she goes to this little bar. Honey, I don't know why she didn't go earlier, because, baby, she needed a drink. Because did I tell y'all? Oh, I'm probably really bad at this. I'm going to be better the next time. Anyways, that they only gave her 7 hours. Yeah, because I said sunset. So sunset was basically in 7 hours. It was still kind of early, but that still wasn't enough time, because that would have been like 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's like 5:37. That's when sunset, because they keep showing that over and over again. So she goes to this little bar or whatever, and this lady walks in, all beat up, and the bartender basically know all her business. I guess she's in ain't no gas, she's in a domestic violence, situation or whatever. She just need to have a drink. She's like, don't be lying, talking about some roller derby. But it's probably a small town, so everybody probably know everybody's business. Anyways, so she basically, Katrina in there too. She didn't really talk to her too much, but she kind of eavesdropping. Next thing you know, here come my crazy ass boyfriend, husband, whatever he is. I think it's just her boyfriend. Basically being disrespectful as hell and come snatch her up out of there. And then, oh, I'm getting shit everywhere. I'm not clean. Anyway, I'm a very messy eater, and I know somebody's probably like, girl, I'm watching this stain on your shirt. But listen to the story. Don't care about that. Anyways, so when Katrina sees this dude and how messed up he is, ding, 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 the bell goes off in her head, basically. Boom. That, maybe this is the one, because he's a pretty horrible person. So she needs a justification, basically. So she go look out the window and everything. She asks the lady if they live here. Long story short, she starts following them. Okay? So she followed them, find out where the house is, come back a little bit, because she got she got practice with her gun and stuff, because she don't know what she's doing. So she out there practicing. Next here we go, another ghost. It's like a priest. And kind of pointing at her, telling her time running out. He burned up in flames, and she really getting panicky because they keep coming back, and these people is dead, basically, right? Drive anybody crazy. If you say you wouldn't go crazy over there, bruh, I don't know. You might need some psychological help, because that ain't no normal-ish. So let's fast forward again. So she knows where old boy stays at, right? Okay, she got her gun. And if you watch this movie and my stories all over the place, you'll get it. Maybe it's good that I'm telling you everything, but maybe it not in a specific order. Just good enough for you know what happened. So, sorry. So, okay. So she know where they live at. She's gonna stalk them out. And boom, she got a gun. Excuse me. Boom, she got a gun. So, somebody gotta die. So, let's fast forward a little bit. She sneaks in their house. The lady that's getting abused and her abuser. So, when she get there and she get to the back, they in the shower. He gets out because he need to get his old lady a towel or whatever, because that's the towel wet. So, I don't know. It's irrelevant. But he just out to get the towel. Here she go with the gun. Right here, she gets shot him in the back of the head. Boom. She didn't shoot him then. He comes walking back up. She's all standing out like, before she can see him, standing like she gonna just shoot him in the face. Boom. Missed that opportunity too. She just couldn't do it. Not that I'm blaming her, because I never killed anybody, nor do I plan on it. And I don't know if it would be that easy for me, but like I said, what lengths are you willing to go to save your child's life if you know it's a definite anyways? So, She didn't shoot him there. They about to get out the shower, so she runs in their room and hides in the closet. While she hid in the closet, she basically can see their whole interaction. Long story short, he tells his old lady that she needs to have 30 minutes of her punishment, quote unquote. And just the way he treated her and grabbed her and made Katrina cry. She in the closet crying, you know, trying to keep it together and feeling bad because she probably like, I probably should have already killed that fool so she didn't have to go through this or whatever. But she did it. And nobody's blaming her because who just think it's easy to be murdering people unless you a murderer. That's crazy. Why don't I use another lemon? So, one second, y'all. Okay. So she in the closet basically crying because now she don't know what the punishment is, but she's just like, basically, I'm reading her thoughts, okay? Because this is me telling the story. I should kill that fool. So the couple in the living room, Katrina, run up on that fool with the gun pointed, like boom. You see old girl in the corner, like a little kid with these thing on dictionaries in her hand, but not butt naked. She got drawers in her bra and standing on the thing. Like, it was weird. It was just disgusting, actually. So she basically makes him get a car keys, tells her just to lay on the floor and stay there. Doesn't do anything to her, of course. Gets him the car, makes him drive out to this canyon. Because at least she was smart enough not to just try to kill him at that house, because that would have been a mess and a half. And too obvious. So she got some sense. They drive out to this canyon and whatnot. They get all the way there. She tells them to pull over. This fool start crying, talking about what has he done. He can change it. He'll get the money. Blah blah blah. She's like, no. He keep crying. She done punked out a little bit. Tell him, stop crying. I just want your car. Which, you know, that's a lie. She wants your soul. This fool done slid his chair back head on her. They basically fighting. Should have been killed him. He gets out, runs away. She loses him. It's getting darker and darker. It's getting real close to sunset. And now you're in the middle of nowhere. And this fool done disappeared because he done ran off somewhere. So here comes the next ghost. And she basically, I don't know how she died. But she basically told her she know what she got to do because her time is running out. Basically, Katrina gonna kill herself. So, because she's like, she'd rather give her life for her daughter. So she pretty much has made up her decision. She tells the ghost, you do promise me that she's gonna be okay, you know, if I do this. And they said fair is fair and disappear. So before Katrina gets ready to pull the trigger, you know, she starts making this video for her daughter Clara, you know, basically, which I get that. Like, if you're gonna take yourself out, you don't leave that baby thinking maybe they did something, it was too much. You know, you never know. I don't know. God forbid, but you never know. And so she's in the midst of recording a video. She stopped. Next thing you know, oh boy done popped up. He said something, busting her head a rock. She done fell out. She done passed out or whatever. Right? So she finally wakes up and it's getting darker and darker. But he back, okay? Bad thing is, now he got the gun. And he asked for the keys, this, that, and the other. She got a little knife in her leg, like her little sock. She takes the knife out. She's starting to cut her own throat. Next thing you know, this fool slips, falls down the canyon, break up some shit, which he deserved anyway. I was like, was this fake? Because, I mean, how does that even happen like that? Like, right in the nick of time. So he down there suffering. She climbs down the canyon and slits that man's throat. Like a savage, okay? Then blows his car up. So she kills somebody. And then right after it happened, basically, the son. This is so disgusting. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Bruh, I was just looking way too dirty. I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't want to look at it. So, I couldn't get any more stains. I'm definitely changing this shirt. Obviously. Anyway, so where I was at. Okay, yeah, so I think I said, she blew up his truck, right? I don't know where she got her car from. It seemed like it was in the middle of nowhere, but maybe I missed something. Drive back to the hospital where her daughter is, right? As she's driving, doctor calls her. So, you know, I'm all like, let me find out they done cheated her out of this and she done killed this man. And now she a murderer. And Claire not gonna even be all right. Wrong. Doctor basically said he been trying to get a hold of her for an hour while her daughter just sitting up in this hospital because she up. She finally woke up. So she picks up Clara. Happy ending. I mean, she's still kind of freaking out because she did murder somebody and left them in the middle of nowhere. So Clara starts talking about, Mommy, what letter are we on? You know, because when I told y'all when they first started the movie, they was playing the alphabet game or whatever. And her mom's kind of zoned out. She had a rough day, okay? She had a long day. So she said she couldn't remember. Next thing you know, Clara says, H, hitchhiker. Just like that man, Mommy. Girl, boy, y'all. Why was that man she killed? He didn't have no bullet wounds, no nothing. And she started panicking, you know, hyperventilating. And she's like, you see him? She's like, yes, Mommy, I see him. Oh my God. So she sees him basically, and he's walking down the street. She's looking back, because of course she ain't finna give him no ride. She just murdered him. What the hell? Next you know, end of the movie, all she's saying, she's like, Mommy, go ahead with the letters. She's just like, I. She's just a broken record, honey, because she don't know what's going on. She know her daughter's alive. She knows she killed that man. But yet and still, her and her daughter saw him walking down the street. So what's up with that? What's up with that? And that's the end. Didn't give us any synopsis or anything like that. And I don't foresee that movie having, like, a part 2. I mean, it could. I could see someone trying to do it. But, I don't know. It just leaves it up to interpretation. But that was our movie for today. Okay? So, now that you heard all the story and everything that went with it, would you be able to murder someone in the place of your child? Or your significant other, or whoever, if you don't have kids. Your mother, your brother, your sister, you know, anything. Could you do it? Thank you so much for tuning in and watching my disgusting ass eat. If you like this segment, if you liked it, please click the like button. Make sure you comment below. And let me know if you want me to continue this. If you know any weird ass movies or anything like that, let me know. We can keep this going. That could be one of them a week. I want to try to get to where I do 3 videos a week because my schedule, I'm permitting it to do so. So I know all 3 of those are not going to be fashion videos. But I do lifestyle, beauty, fashion, and who don't like to eat and watch movies. I do. Forget to click that subscribe button, notification bell. Also down below, you'll see my socials, my Instagram, my Snapchat, and my TikTok, honey. If you're into that. I'm still eating because I'm not going to waste no crab. But I love y'all. Y'all have a good one.